Hey you all, how's it going? I'm Sushma and welcome to my channel, The V Vibe. Summer is coming and I'm so energetic and happy and the weather is getting better. It's happy days. Anyway, in this video, there'll be a lot of moving and talking and walking, I guess. So I thought in this video I'll give a tour of my new place. I just moved here like a month back, and I absolutely love this place. So I just thought I'll give you a tour and talk about rentals in Ireland, how much it's going to cost, and how variant it is based on the place you decide to live in, and how much it would cost to rent a room or rent an entire place. So without wasting any more time, let's just get started. Okay, I'm going to start with my room, and apologies because I've never done such a video and I'm already feeling kind of weird. So I think I should probably like turn the camera around and stop showing my face. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, as you can see, this is my room. There you go. I mean, I just moved and I still have to do a lot of arrangements. I need to like buy some cute stuff to my room, which I'll be doing very soon. But as you can see, woohoo! Yeah, there you go. That is my room. This is a double bedroom. And let's get out of here. Okay, so turn the lights. I'm trying to turn the lights on. Okay, so and there are like two more rooms in here. Get this angle, and there is the washroom right there, which is again very cute, and there's another room here. Obviously, I am actually renting this place, so I'm just renting this one room in the entire house, and I have like two other housemates. So that is the two rooms, and I'm going downstairs now. I'll just give you a tour of the ground stairs. So basically I am in Dundalk, which is about like 80 kilometers from Dublin. So the rent, as you can expect, is quite cheaper when compared to Dublin. So I pay 500 euros for the room excluding the bills. So the Wi-Fi is included in the bills, and I'll have to pay the electricity and gas bill, which comes once in 2 months. And it's not going to be a lot because I'll be sharing it with two other housemates. So it's probably going to be like 50 euros per person, which is not a lot. So my total rent, including the bills, comes to like 550, or maybe max to max 600 if we go full bonkers on using all possible electric devices and the lights and the dishwashers and everything. Anyway, so this is the reading room, which is cute, I think. And here is the living room right there, which is very pretty. So I have a TV here, which I love because my previous place did not have a TV, and I am a TV girl. So, and there is another bathroom here. Ta-da! Okay, and that is our kitchen. And there is another living room with the dining right there. And let me go out and show you our cute little balcony. Okay, I always have trouble opening this door, so bear with me. Jesus Christ. Finally got it open. Okay, that is our neighbors' dogs, and they hate me so much. They're always barking whenever I'm out here. But anyways, this is the cute little balcony, and we have like sitting area here. I love this place so much. Oh, it's cute. Anyway, so that is our backyard. And let me just get in before these dogs. I mean, I do love dogs, in fairness, but not gonna lie, I'm kind of getting annoyed with them because they're always barking. I just go out, just to get a peace of mind. and like have a cup of tea or something, but they start barking. Anyway, so that is my entire house, and here you have like the bins and the washing machine and dryer and stuff. Okay, so that is the entire house, and I totally am in love with it. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to my room now. So I live in a place called Dundalk, which is like 80 kilometers away from Dublin. In fairness, I am not a fan of Dublin. I feel it's over expensive. It's an absolute nightmare if you're living in the city, because I mean, I do like people, I do like being around people, and going out with friends and stuff, but I also like my quiet, and this place is kind of like quiet, so I love this place. So I'm back here in my room. Okay, so I'm gonna just place the camera because my hand is actually paining, it's heavy. Let's stop. Finally, back to normal. So as I was saying, Dublin is quite expensive to live. So I used to live in Dublin before, but when I initially moved, I was sharing a room, and there are like multiple options in Dublin. So you can share a single room. So you will have a roommate, like in the same room. You are like two people or sometimes even three people in the same room, and you'll be sharing the rent equally and stuff. Or you can just rent a room in an entire house, or you can rent, or if you are like a rich kid or something, you can rent an entire house, which is, I mean, I can't even imagine doing that, especially in Dublin. No, no way. But anyways, if you're planning to like rent an entire house, like a studio apartment, or just a single bedroom. I mean, from what I've observed, single bedrooms are more expensive. I mean, they do, look like they are less expensive than the double bedrooms, but at least double you'll be sharing it. Half of the price will be paid by some other roommate. But if you go single, then you have to pay everything: your Wi-Fi, your bins, your electricity, your gas, everything. It's a lot of money. And again, even in Dublin, it depends on which place you choose. I mean, in fairness, the entire Dublin is expensive, but if you go closer to the city, then it's like more expensive. So if you want to like rent a studio apartment somewhere close to the city, then it would be around like 1,300 for a very normal studio apartment. But if you're looking for something fancy, it can even be like 1,500 or 1,800 euros, even just for a studio apartment or a single bedroom apartment. And if you're looking to rent like a 2 bedroom apartment, then it's gonna cost somewhere around like 2,000 to 2,500, I suppose. And again, for like a 3 bedroom, again it's more like it's 2,800, 900, 3,000. It totally depends on what kind of house you're looking and what kind of amenities you're looking and which area it is. And I would suggest that you don't have to like always think about staying close to the city center unless you are like city person who always likes to be around people and hear people's noise. Because if you're living in the city center, you'll get that, because even in the weekends you can hear people screaming on the streets. So if you want that, and if you want to pay so much to for the noise, I would rather just play YouTube and just hear people screaming if I want to hear noise instead of paying so much cash. Just kidding. So yeah, so if you want to go, I mean, in fairness, like I don't like the city center because I feel like it's kind of, again, like I told before, it's kind of a lot of people. And also it's not clean enough. At least that is what I feel, because Ireland is a very pretty place, but Dublin takes that away from Ireland. No offense for city people, but yeah. So moving on from that, if you want to like rent a place anywhere else Dublin, you can just assume the cost will be far less than that. So if you, I mean, but like in fairness, if you rent any place outside of Dublin, it will be similar to what I'm paying here. So it's probably, you can even find places which is like far away from town for much cheaper price, or maybe like a single room for just like a single bedroom. If you want to rent that, it will be much cheaper. Like I know people who have rented place for 350 and 400 euros, including all the rent. I think that's like the bare minimum. Maybe if you go really into the countryside, maybe you'll get places for 300 euros. I would not even imagine renting a place for less than that, because I've never I have a lot of people who are renting place, so I've never heard anybody renting for a place for less than that. And so that is about the cost. There is nothing much. So again, like I mentioned before, there are places when you rent, the bins and the Wi-Fi and all the bills are included in the rent, and some places they don't have it included, so it's divided equally among all the housemates. So that is pretty much there is to know about rent. But then moving on from that, finding a place in Ireland is, I'm not gonna keep it a low key, or I don't want to like dim it, but it's really a nightmare these days, because Ireland is a very small country, but there are a lot of people who are coming from all over the world, because Ireland's economy is pretty good. So people are coming here trying to do like masters for education, for jobs. So Ireland is kind of packed right now. So finding a place is a real nightmare. I literally know so many people who were not able to find place, who even lived in like, they rented caravans, like those things, the caravan. So basically it takes you to places, like it's kind of like a small traveling mobile house or something. People were actually renting that in Dublin. So they actually paid for the caravan and they were living there because they had no place. And there were people who were literally on the street for days together. And I mean, I have read it in the news, so it's really bad. And I've seen people standing in queues, like such long queues for a house viewing. So it's really really bad. And one of my friends, she was looking for a place and it took almost like 6 to 8 months for her to find a place in Dublin. So that is how bad it is. And it's not just limited to Dublin, because even in Dundalk, so I had been to India to visit my family, and I left my previous place because like I wanted to save rent. But then when I started looking for, I took the place for granted. I was like, oh well, it's not Dublin, so I can find a place in like a month or something. But then when I started looking for a place within a month, I couldn't find a place, so I had to postpone my flights and I had to stay back in India, because I didn't want to come here and be a homeless or like stay on the streets or something. So I just stayed back in India. But then finally, thankfully, so thankful that I found this place. And until then I couldn't get like a good night's sleep. But then that is how bad it is to find a place right now in Ireland. So where can you look for places to rent? So there are a couple of websites where you can start looking for places to rent. So there is rent.ie, daft.ie, again leaving all the links right below in the description. And there is also this amenity where you can actually share a room and the landlord lives in that particular place. So there is a separate website for that, but I have never used it before. But I'll be leaving link to that site as well. So these are the places where you can like go through. You can, and there are multiple options. You can look for an entire house to rent or share, or I mean, if you want to buy a house, so you can do that as well. And I can't think of anything else that I can include here. So that is it. But if you have any questions, do ask right below in the comment section. And like always, like, share, subscribe, comment, and keep your feedbacks coming in, because it's really motivating and kind of uplifting. So well, I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Until then, bye bye bye.